Hi, all from Itni Si Khushi. It was weekend and Pumpkin was getting restless to go somewhere, so we zeroed in on the Chembra Peak, which is 90 kilometers away from Calicut in Wayanad district. And this is why it is famous. From the peak, you can see this heart shaped lake if you are lucky and if there is no fog. Yeah, it was fun. But to start at the beginning, we started from home at 4:30 in the morning because we wanted to be at Chembra Peak by 7 o'clock. That is when they start giving the tickets. They give only 200 tickets per day, so we need to get there early to ensure that we don't miss out on the trek. But in spite of that, there was no way we could not stop in Wayanad and take the Wayanad hairpin bends and take a few pictures. The sun had still not risen. We had a quick tea from there, and from Lakadi, we went to Vaitri and we took the road to Mepadi. We This is the first time that we've taken the Mepadi road, and it's absolutely beautiful with tea plantation on both sides. It's very green and the road is narrow, yes, but it's beautiful, winding, and it's got wonderful hairpin bends, which it's a good ride. It's a fantastic ride there. So we took a few pictures here and there, even though we were getting worried about getting late, to reach Chembra Peak, but we couldn't resist stopping at a few places. And finally, we reached the ticket counter at Chembra Peak. Now the ticket is around 500 per person. They sent us in groups, and we were lucky to be grouped along with two guys from Andhra, Giridhar and Govardhan. We had a quick breakfast of idli and then we started off. This is how the Chembra Peak trek welcomed us. This is the first sight of the beauty that we were going to see. The beginning is relatively easy and it gets difficult as we go up. So it is better that you wear proper trekking shoes, full pants, if possible, carry a cane, and at least one bottle of water for a person because you will get nothing from here. There are no shops, so you can't buy anything. And there are leeches on the way, so you need to be really
Yeah,
careful.
let's take
Keep
it slow.
moving as much as possible.
Yeah. Wah.
You would need to take mini breaks. Normally, you will have boulders on the way, but I was lucky to get
Oh.
this.
Yeah, but this was better.
And sometimes
How
there's
do we
no
go?
way at all. You need to
Which is the
find your
way?
way.
Screaming and shouting. Screaming and shouting.
We saw two places where we could see such streams, and we actually drank water from them and washed our face, and we were really refreshed. So this is somewhere near the midpoint, and we were told that it is quite foggy up, and we won't be able to see much. So they asked us to enjoy the view as we go, and this is the final stretch of the climb, which is quite steep and slippery. And this is the first view of the peak. And when we reached there, it was foggy. we could hardly see anything, so we just took a few pictures and waited for the and decided to wait for the fog to clear. So what makes this Chembra Peak trek unique is that it is the highest peak in the Wayanad hills, and it gives a beautiful view of the surroundings. The guard said that we would be able to see the whole of Wayanad, not only Wayanad but even part of Calicut and Malappuram district from here, if we are lucky, that is. And while we wait, I would like to mention that this place is spotless. There are no plastic bottles or covers that are usually associated with tourist places. So this is absolutely beautiful and pristine and unpolluted per se. And finally, we were rewarded with this. This is what we were waiting for all this time. And we sat there, enjoyed the view, took a lot of pictures from there. There was a very friendly guard there who showed us pointed out to many places that we could see from there, and he also took many pictures of us. And once we finished seeing all the places and had a fill of the lake, we walked around to the other side of the lake, where you can actually touch the water. You can't drink that water, you can't swim in that water, but you can touch the water from the other side. And finally and reluctantly, we said goodbye to the little heart lake, or
Oh,
the
it is.
Hridaya
We slept.
Tadagam as it is called, and we started back.
Uh, okay, la? Okay, hold on to it, yeah.
Even as we were ascending, we knew the descent is not going to be easy, and it was quite slippery. And I remember falling at least 3 or 4 times. Luckily, I wasn't hurt.
Oh, wow. This is like a Kudjatri.
And we found a kutti heart shaped puddle on the way.
Try to put it in this or like perpendicular. Don't put
For
it straight.
us, both Giridhar and Govardhan were there with us to help us throughout the journey, throughout the trek. Thanks to them, a big thanks to them. And finally, we were reaching the last leg of the trek, and we were extremely tired. Our knees, I think basically it was our knees that were paining badly. And soothing us was this rain at the last stretch. And finally, when we got down, we refreshed ourselves with pineapples and a glass of sambharam, and we had our lunch at Tharwad restaurant, which is in Mepadi. And it was a fairly decent lunch. It's a proper Tharwad that has been converted into a restaurant. And after that, we took another mini break at the Wayanad Churam, had a tea, and yeah, the whole trip was basically fun. apart from the fun element, it was there was also a sense of achievement because we never thought we were trekkers basically. So this was a very great feeling to be there at the very top. And once again, a big thank you to our trek buddies Giridhar and Govardhan, and thank you all for watching this.